What's up, guys? This is Spider with another Transformers Revenge of the Fallen toy review. We have what's obviously here, the Voyager Starscream redo or retool for the new movie line. F-22 Raptor, gray, black, tribal tats all over him. Lots of parts can move to put him steering. It's pretty nice. He has landing gear. I'll go ahead and flip that up for when we transform him. Missiles that pop off, and those will go into his wrist-mounted cannons. And like this, it double folds. And you don't need to see him up on his landing gear for comparisons. With my Voyager Megatron, one of my favorite figures from this line. I like the crab tank, and I like the murder claw on him, which I'll be using the same figures for robot comparisons, so you'll get to see that if you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, you probably don't care about Transformers nearly all that well. One of my other favorites, Breakaway. Actually, pretty decent size comparison between the two. I'm tempted to get, I think it's Thrust, the Decepticon repaint of Breakaway. He looks pretty nice. I wanna look into getting him. All right, so we're gonna get into his transformation real quick. Real quick, he's got lots of little foldy panels on him that can be a little interesting, to say the least. Take the missiles off. That would be a good thing. Alright, first thing you do is fold the wings down. They peg into a flat piece here. This part on the bottom will detach. I say that. Did it fairly easily the first time. Oh, make sure you're not hung. There we go. Just make sure you don't have large genitals. That folds in. This locks into place fairly well on its own. I think I'm going to have to move the camera here shortly. He does get pretty tall. This, as you can see, pegs together fairly well. Flip these as we rotate. I think I may have done something out of order, but orders are for suckers. This will kind of peg in. And it's got this little nubbin. It needs to go into this little nubbin hole. And it's kind of hard to get them. I had trouble on this one. I think I might have got a slightly defective mold, or I'm just stupid. I have trouble getting it to peg in there properly. Bring this one down. Alright, what you have here is kind of a dovetail, and that'll kind of help push these, and you want these to pull up flush like that, and that should in theory make the nubbins go into the nubbin holes from earlier. Legs just simply fold down. You can see Starscream starting to form here. Head reveals a little early for my taste. You can't see the head. get his feet. These fold and spin and pull, and he's got the dog feet, which is, I like that on the Decepticons. It makes them more animalistic and easier to hate than the Autobots. Fold up his codpiece, as it were. His arm will pull out and spin. And pull out and spin. Has arms, and the wings you can either just kind of flip back like this, or the instructions show to pop it. Oh, shite. Robot mode for Starscream. He, due to kind of the wide stance and thin legs, he's not that stable in too many poses that I can find. He can't properly flex his arm. It locks, it won't bend up. He can only hold it like that to aim his gun. His Mecha Life feature, as you turn his head, gears in both sides of his chest go, and it's got a little gear here, and then like kind of drill spiral style gears. He's doing his impression of the Exorcist. He has light piping, but they've painted over his eyes. I'll have to remedy that at some point, or just leave him looking like he's stoned. I'm cool with that too. Get in for size comparisons. Here we have Megatron. The reason Megatron is the reason I finally broke down and got the Starscream, because you can have a Starscream without a Megatron, but you can't have a Megatron without a Starscream. You can have a Galvatron without a Starscream, because Leonard Nimoy is a badass and doesn't need a sniveling coward of a sidekick. Bitch, get out. My little robot buddy, Breakaway, or Emojet. Starscream would eat him alive. It's alright. I'd put Breakaway in the cupboard though, and he would be my little BFF, because he's so cute. This is it's a pretty good figure. I dig it. I wish there was more posability in the arms. I don't see why there couldn't be. The Mecha Life gimmick is kind of cool. But overall, he's a pretty good figure, well worth the money, and I would say pick him up if you got the cash and you just need to buy one. Oh, one thing I didn't show. These panels on the sides will pop out, give him a fuller chest, like more layered look. It doesn't really look that different to me, and I have little tiny fingernails and it's hard to get out, so I don't even F with it. So this has been Spider with another video toy review of Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class Starscream. Watch my channel in the future for more videos. I should be getting a new camera shortly that'll do HD. That'll let the videos be a little bit better than they have been. Maybe I can actually start scripting and not stuttering and going and so much. That would be nice, and I'd like to maybe further a career in video at some point. Whatever. Anyways, until next time, signing off. This is Spider.
I'll eat your babies, Megatron.